What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Trailer Park. Yeah, welcome back to the Trailer Park Live right here on the 2nd Street Marvel. We're coming at you live every single Friday night at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for being here. If this is your, if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for being here as well. If you're one of the Myrtle Maniacs, let's hear it down in the chats. And if you're one of the Immortal Myrtle Maniacs, let us hear it down in the chats as well. Now, we did make an announcement this morning. Myrtle was here and he was interacting with a supporter here named Aaron, who runs a channel called Strange Marvel Theories, who came up with the name The Immortal Myrtle Maniacs, and we're totally going to appropriate it and take the name, and we're going to use it, and we're going to take it and not give credit to Aaron or Strange Marvel Theories for that wonderful name. Thank you so much, Aaron. We're going to delete that stream. We're not going to, we're going to act like you don't even exist anymore. But thank you so much for the great idea. Shouts out to Aaron. And thank you guys so much for being here. Let's hear from all the Myrtle Maniacs and all the immortal Myrtle Maniacs as well. Now, as I was saying before, we were so rudely interrupted. I'm not sure what happened there. I do know that Streamlabs actually, this morning, it actually downloaded an update. And then again, before I started the stream, it downloaded an update. And then I don't know. Hopefully, we'll hope that it keeps up again here. All right, it'll be all good. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Now, if this is your first time here, what I typically do is I start off the show by talking about some of the comic books that I have pulled for the week, and then I interact with you all in the live chats as we just talk about some of the things that have been going on throughout the week. I don't even have my cup of water here. I'm gonna have to text my kids while we're here on stream and be like, "Hey, could you bring my water, please?" Anyway, they will. They're good kids. They're good kids. Now, one of the things that, in case you guys didn't check, weren't here for the live stream on Wednesday, where I went over a lot of the reviews of the books that I already did for the week, you should go make sure that you check that out. And make sure you're here on live streams anyway. You're going to want to do that from now on because you get them Myrtle bits, right? Myrtle was telling you guys about that this morning. You guys get Myrtle bit for being here, interacting in the chats. Now, the Myrtle bit isn't really going to be used for much. Now, we are going to utilize it for some things. We haven't done anything with like super chats or anything like that because I don't want to feel like anybody has to, do any of that for that. Just yet. So, yeah. Hopefully you guys were here on Wednesday. Hopefully you guys will be here for those from now on. But one of the things that I did take home, I've been going into a lot of comic book shops here lately and been picking up some other stuff. Well, one of the ones that I've been hitting is my other local comic book shop here in town, called Horizon Comics. The owners over there are really cool. I'm so fortunate that where I live at, both of my local comic book shops, the owners are freaking great. They're absolutely awesome. And So while I was at the I wanted to go over some of the books that some other books that I picked up along the way this week. I picked up this right here. This is Black Cotton, issue number 1 and issue number 2. This, I know the first copy of this got sold out, or the first printing of this got sold out. It was so popular, everybody was into it. Everybody said it was so good. I didn't get a copy of it or anything, and the reprint finally came out. Finally got my hands on it. I got issue number 2 here as well. That just I think this came out this week as well. I haven't got a chance to read these because I just picked these up I think on Thursday, and yeah, so can't wait to get into these. Heard from a lot of people that they're pretty good. I don't know. It's kind of. I mean, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. I haven't read it yet though. But supposedly it's like this story where the world is switched, right? Like instead of like just in history, like the black people being slaves and everything like that, and like all like Europeans and all you got white people. It's the exact opposite, where the black people kind of like role reversal kind of thing. I haven't read the book yet, so I don't know what it's like. I know I know what it sounds when you hear that description. You're sitting there like, really, bro? Like, I don't know. Kind of sounds a little, I don't know, but I don't know. I haven't read it yet myself to see how it is. I've heard from a lot of people that it's a pretty good read, and I guess we'll see how it is. I mean, really, if you think about it, I mean, should the story be any different than it's ever been in life or in history? It just, it's just, I mean, really, the story it would essentially, right? If it's written right, it would be, I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts down in the comments below if you've read Black Cotton or anything like that. Do greatly appreciate that. Now, some of the other things, guys, here over the past couple of weeks, you guys know I've been going into some of these local comic book shops here, and I picked up this Moon Knight omnibus. Right, you see it right here. I picked this up, and I've been yeah. Look, I'm that far into it. Right there. You see, like that far. Like this is what I haven't read. This is what I haven't read. This is what yeah. I'm that far into it, but I picked this thing up because I'm like, you know what? A lot of the modern, Marvel and DC books just haven't really been tickling my fancy. I'm just kind of the indies, while they have been great, I'm kind of like, you know what? Like, there's a lot of great ones that I'm still going to have on my comic book pull list from some of the publishers out there. But I decided, you know what I want to do is I want to go back and get some of these omnibuses and stuff, some of these old school stories, and get into the rich lore of a lot of these characters, the roots of a lot of these characters. So I picked up the Moon Knight omnibus, right? Now, these things are kind of expensive, man. So I'm like, we're gonna go through these. We're gonna get some videos. We'll probably do some members only things on the Discord where we'll go through there and we'll sit there and we'll just read the book. We'll flip through the whole book, and do it that way. And then we'll also do reviews here on the channel, stuff. I want to do kind of videos like, not like Rob from Comics Explained, but, something like that, and tell my version of it, flapping my gums, right? Maybe Myrtle will do it. But been doing that, so I've been getting into all these shops and seeing these. I found that Moon Knight when I was at Brave New World down in Santa Clarita. And I picked it up, and I was just in there just this last week when I picked up this variant cover of Baby Teeth, the shop exclusive they had there, Baby Teeth. And I can't remember the artist who did this, but it's by David Barron, and it's signed by him as well. So we're going to be giving away a copy of that. But I was down there just visiting them for my visits that I have to do as an Aftershock ambassador. And while I was there, I was talking to Andy, the owner, and he's like, I was talking about, like that Moon Knight omnibus, and I was looking at, had my eye on something else, and I was just looking at, and he was like, oh man, he's like, you made a lot of people jealous when you took that thing, man. I'm like, I know, dude, like, I've never read Moon Knight, so I don't know much about Moon Knight. This is like his roots. This has got like all the like, it's not probably any of the, like the more modern stuff. It's like a lot of the older school stuff, and I've got about, I think 3-4 issues in. It's freaking great, man. It's great, and like I really don't know what else to say about it. The storytelling in it's great. The art's so great. And now I know there's something a lot of people have been talking about these days about how, oh man, it's all those racist white people writing all them comic books. back in the day. Well, right now, just everything like stereotypes and everything. And you know, like you see some of that in some of these books, and like I don't think that it's really that bad. You see the French guy talking, he's talking like he's the, you know, like it's very kind of stereotypical, but like you know, like it's all good because like it's like when you get into these old school stories, man, they're great, they're crazy, they're zany. Like you know, I was talking about the other week. How I even picked up the Avengers as well. The original. This is the first 20 issues. These books are so great. They're crazy. They're zany. They're fun, right? And that's something that you know, like I don't know. I like a lot of the books I read these days. I don't get all that craziness and that zaniness. Now there was some of that going on, and like Nick Spencer's run of Spider-Man before I dropped out at issue number like 58 or 59, whatever it was that ended that particular run until like the new suit stuff and the whatever came out after that. I can't remember. But the point being is like they're just so much funner. They're just so much different, especially like the Avengers stuff because you see, and we all know anyway. We all know Hank Pym is a piece of shit, but it's so funny to get in there and see him like talking to Janet and stuff. Like, jeez, man, like, dang, like, calm down, bro. Like, all right, like, he's he's got no chill. He's got no chill in him. But then the stories themselves are just absolutely great. So while I was at one, just here, this on Monday, I was down. I was down in. I was down at House of Secrets in Burbank. And I picked up this right here. This one is the Black Widow omnibus right there. And this one has all of these stories in it, right? It's got a lot of these the original stories. Now I'll tell you one story that this book don't actually have in it. One that this story that this don't actually have in. I've got a book over here I could show you. I've got a book over here I could show you that this one right here that I picked up a couple years ago of the Marvel Tales Black Widow. Now this one right here actually has a story that's not in this omnibus, and I'm not really curious as to why, but it is interesting. It's the very first story of Black Widow, but it was I believe out of Mystic Comics #4 is what it was in. But it was this. I think it was just. I'm not sure if it was just one of a little story that was in another book, but it's this story right here, and it's like an old school pulp kind of horror tale. It almost reminds me of some of those Tales from the Crypt, like those EC comics. It kind of reminds me of that, where some guy came in and murdered this guy and his girlfriend, and she vowed revenge, and she came back. She made a deal with Satan, came back as the Black Widow to get revenge on this dude, and it's a pretty cool little old school story getting in here. But this one, that story's not in this omnibus. I thought that was a little interesting. I seen. I'm not sure if you guys know who Proxy is, but Proxy, I seen in the over in the Nerd Vengers Discord, he bought the Punisher omnibus. I was like, ooh, dang! I seen that when I was in another shop, Collector's Paradise, down in North Hollywood on Monday too. I was like, oh, dang! I seen that thing, and then he's showing me that picture. I'm like, dude, I'm like low key, I'm like low key jelly here. I'm like low key jelly because like guys, you know, one of the things like for me, since you know like I've gotten back into comic books and everything is like over these past few years is like I'm a reader, man. I'm a reader. I'm not a collector, right? I'm not a collector. I'm not out there trying to, you know, I'm not out there diving through the long boxes, going through all these things, looking for all these great comic books. I'm not doing that. And you know, maybe I should be. Maybe I actually should be. So I'm like, I'm just a reader, man. I just need stuff to read. I just need a copy to read, right? And then so I'm like, yeah, these omnibuses are great. Plus they look good on the shelves. And then I'm like, dude, like, but that's like I'm going into collector aspect thinking about that, right? And it's just weird. I'm like, dang it, like there's no way around it. Like if you're buying the stuff and reading it, like you're collecting it. You know what I mean? Like there's no middle ground there. Like if you're a reader, you're collecting it. If you're like unless you read the books and you just like throw them away or you give them to somebody and don't do it, like you're not just a reader, like you're a collector, right? Like you're like There's no way around it, and that's what I was thinking about. There's no middle ground there. There's no middle ground there. And, like, I used to kind of think that it's nice to think that there is, but there isn't. There's no middle ground there. You either a collector or not. It's just like, do you want to fess up to it? Do you want to admit that you have a problem? I don't know. I ain't got a problem. You're the one with the problem. You're the one with the problem. But another thing, you know what? At my LCS, I've been kicking the can down the road. I've been kicking the can down the road for a while. Exclamation Myrtle bit. I've been kicking this can down the road for a little while. Like every time I'm in my LCS, I'm like, oh dang, I see this book there. I'm like, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get these books, and I just haven't. And like the one time I was going to, like, I was like, oh man, they just sold it. They just sold it. I was like, dang it. I was like, all right. So today, I was in my LCS, Bases, Cards, and Comics, right here in Lancaster, California, and I was there. I was talking to the owner. He was there. I was just burning a few minutes before I had to go see another customer. Had to be there on time. You got to be there. You know, certain time frames. You don't want to be there really any earlier. You want to be, you're exactly. Just like Jules and Vincent when they had to go. Yep, you got it. What time is it? Let's hang back for a minute. So I went there to the comic book shop. I was hanging out and I was telling him, like, yeah, man. I was like, and I seen he had some he had just got some others in. He got like some of their kind of bigger some bigger bound, their hard covers of like volume 1, volume 2, different ones, like, and I think they were like, I don't know, they were pretty thick. I don't think they were probably like maybe 20 issues or so each. And they were pretty nice looking. I was like, oh, you got some new ones, because they didn't have them in on when I was there on Tuesday helping them out, because sometimes the orders come in later. And I was sitting there, I was like, ooh, those are nice. I'm like, man, I'm telling you, the next time you get one of them volume ones, and I'm getting, he's like, yeah, man, he's like, I got some, but like I got some I ordered in. You know, I got some I ordered in, but this lady, you know, like ordered like people ordering them like 2 at a time. I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I got one person that ordered like a couple, and then another person that just ordered another couple. And I'm like, dang, man. I'm like, a couple? What are they doing? Like, trying to sell these things or what? And he's like, nah, like, got like grandkids and stuff. I'm like, oh, yeah. And we started talking about that. You know, I was like, man, it's kind of crazy. Like the popularity of it, like the show is causing, like, even at my LCS, they've been cycling through these things. Like, I've seen the original ones that came out, and now they've got this little Amazon, now on Amazon Prime tag on them, and now they're doing another one, or they're just, like, I'm telling you, and at my LCS, they just keep pumping through these things. Like, they're selling them like crazy. I'm like, really, like, how old is this book? How old is Invincible? And this book is, like, selling, like, just these 3 compendiums at just this one shop, my local comic book shop, Bases, Cards, and Comics. They're selling the thing like freaking hotcakes. They can't keep it in stock. And I'm like, saying like, dude, like when you order it, why don't you just like order freaking 10 of them? Now I'm not gonna tell him that, because like he probably like, dude, 10 of them. Like, oh man, like, oh, they're not running out anytime soon. They're printing them like hotcakes. And the thing is I was like, man, I was like, yep. I was like, that's, next time, like you're selling them, like the next time you get one in, I'm like, doesn't matter. I'm just gonna take it, because like even if I just like I gotta put it on the credit card. And he was sitting there, and he was sitting there cutting open boxes anyway, like stuff that had just arrived. And he's sitting there cutting open, and I heard him too, because I was sitting there looking, and he's cutting boxes open. I hear, and he's like, oh, he's like, look at that, we got another one right there. And so he had another one right there. So, well, took it off his hands. I got that other one right here. So, look. Here's what we got. Ugh. Bam. Right? Yeah. That's plenty of stuff to go through and talk about. Because, like I said, my pull list is going to be being cut back. As far as, I'm just going to go for some of the indie publishers and creators that I really do like. I'm gonna keep certain publishers on there. I'm gonna be keeping. Some. Uh, definitely, definitely going to be keeping Absolute Comics Group on there. Vault Comics, love those people over there. They do some great titles, a lot of titles that I really do enjoy. Going to keep books that they put on there, the fit stuff that I'm probably into, because like they got one out right now like Witchblood. It's not really my thing. I'm not really into it, and it's a little bit silly and everything, and it's a funny read, but it's just not really my thing. So I read them and reviewed them here on one of the live streams, and it's just not my thing. But if you're into that sort of thing, it's your thing. But books that they have, so we're gonna be continuing with some of those. The AWA Upshot universe, I'm absolutely loving everything that they're doing over there. Even Aftershock Comics. I like a lot of the titles over there. Probably gonna scale back on like some of the Booms, the Dark Horses, the Image, the Marvels, the DCs. A lot of that stuff. What I'm gonna go into is getting into some of these. Like I said, some of these omnibuses and stuff like that, so we can get through there and get some of the old school stuff, some of the lore. Because I'm telling you, getting in here and reading these books, man, it's not like reading the stuff today, man. Even some of the better books that I have read out there these days, and I'm talking like some really good books, they're just not the same. It's just not the same. And a lot of them aren't superheroes either. So, there is a little bit of a difference there too. There is a little bit of a difference. But even thinking about stuff like that like those Tales from the Crypt books and stuff like that, they're a little bit different than a lot of the horror and stuff that you get nowadays. They're really kind of, I don't know. It's just hard to explain. We'll talk about them in some of the videos. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for being here. Let's get into the live chats. Make sure that you check your Myrtle bits down in the comments. Put exclamation Myrtle bit down there. You can check your Myrtle bits is. So let's get in here live chats. I want to see we got Chuck Keyworth with a $1.99 super chat says, "I do what I want. You're not the boss of me." Thank you so much, Chuck, for being here. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. And thank you all again so much for being here. Getting through whatever happened when the live stream just ended on the previous stream. Hey, but we came back and we hit the ground running. We hit the ground running. Let's see. We got Chuck Keyworth here. We've got my man Reefer Man Reviews. We got Callisto Patricia. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, smash like again. Absolutely. I've seen this part before, man. Yes. Fanjecture, my man. What is up? Says Trinity snores some 8-ball tonight. Yeah. Well, I was fast forwarding. Through what we went through earlier. So, yeah, smoking that green crack. No, actually, what is it? I think it's called icing. I'm gonna have to remember not to get this one again. I don't think I'm really feeling the indigos right now. I don't think I'm really feeling the indigos because, like, you know what? Maybe I am, because it's got me all like woo, and you know what I mean. And sometimes I feel like I need to, but I don't know. I like it. It's working out. Went for a nice ride here before the show as well. Got home. Got home from work. Kind of chilled out for a minute. Caught up on a couple of videos here on YouTube, and then had a cup of coffee, and then went out for a bike ride, and then here I am with you all, man. My man Mike Porter is here. What is up, my man? Yeah, screw this guy. Where's Myrtle? I know. Dude, that's weird. Is that maybe it's just in my chat that the one of the emojis isn't working every time that Adams put it in there. It's probably just on my side, not showing it. Streamlabs is ass. Oh, is it not? What? Is it not working? What's up, man? I hear Myrtle's bits are tiny. I don't know. Bits and pieces? I want pieces, damn it. Yet. What? Yet? Yeah, I know. Oh, I know what you're saying. Nikki. I know what you're saying. Yet. We'll get there. No, I don't know. I probably won't. I mean, if we do, it's gonna be for some cool stuff. It's gonna be for something cool. I'm not just gonna grift for your dollars for nothing. I mean, I think I'd probably just as soon go as low as to maybe start an OnlyFans, or maybe just like show some cleavage in some streams, or maybe like get a little more provocative here on the streams, as opposed, like really use my body, like really, like, yeah. Before I would just, I don't know. Hey. I'm not here to say that. Hey, I'm not here to say that it's wrong. People can certainly do what they want. Again, Chuck Keewer, thank you so much for the $1.99 super chat. Wookie Lives Matters. Speaking of, see, we get Triangle G if you ever run across it. Killer Strain been smoking on this week. Triangle OG, huh? Getting lost in that, huh? Triangle OG, huh? Getting, Bermuda, baby. Ooh, yeah, getting lost in that Bermuda, huh? Yeah. Oh, man, that's funny. Movie I requested at my local dispensary. Yeah, mile down the road. Nice. This is the first time I've heard of Nerd Bits. No. It's Myrtle Bits. Yeah. MYRTLEBITS. Exclamation Myrtle Bits. Yes. Exclamation Myrtle Bits. Check it out. Check it out. Okay. LMI Music, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, they're they're Myrtle Bits, not Nerd Bits. Yeah. Oh man, I had have the limited run by the Saska sisters. Yeah, me too. Matter of fact, check keyword. Matter of fact, oh, you know what? I don't have them here. They're in the house. I think I got them in the house. I got mine signed. I got like 3 of them signed. Now I need to go out and find that run the ones that I have signed. I need to replace them. In my in my collection. Cue Ball, my man, dude. When are you gonna get over here so we can do some shit, man? Not like no, like do like a video, do a live stream and shit. You know? Yeah. Need to get over here, man. Have a couple drinks. Yeah, I have the high ground. Yeah, no, no, you don't. No, you don't. Yeah, I got ground because okay, yeah, that sounds more like it. Yeah, I'm high, but there you go. I'm not addicted. I can quit anytime I want. Yes. Wookie, yeah. Yard sales, awesome. Yeah, because if they're selling they're either crap or they have no idea what they have. Yeah, absolutely. I know. One of the followers of the channel here. He said he's been hitting up a lot of estate sales and just been going there, and it's exactly that. He's like, dude, I've found so much stuff. He's like, they don't really know what they have. You know, you just like go up there, like, just like, yeah. Because sometimes they know there's something, but they don't know exactly what. And I'm like, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, man. This thing must just be on my side. There we go. I need to refresh this thing because it's not showing all the emojis and stuff in there. All right. But yeah, absolutely. I need to hit up some yard sales too. Have no problem spending money anyway. Yeah, anyone's comics. Yeah, love yard sales a lot. A lot of hot mamas in the towns. Yeah. There you go. You can always tell the horse. Oh man, you guys are hilarious, man. Oh man, you guys are cracking me up. Dixie, thank you so much for being here. Says best yard sales when a divorce is selling all of her ex-husband's fishing gear really cheap, just out of spite. There you go, and you get all your fishing gear. There you go, man. There you go, Dixie. Oh man, that's funny, Dixie. You know what? Speaking of which, when I was going through looking at the stuff too, looking at all the people who had spent a lot of time here, you know, Dixie was up there, you know, putting in them times on them Trailer Park live streams, man. He's putting in some time. Oh, here we go. Reefer Man Music. You are the clone. Oh my God. Back in the day, I got a PS2 for free because she said to take it. It was new at the. Hey, there you go. Yeah, passed on it. $60. Yeah, dude, but $60. Like, dude, it's like, look, $60. What is it? It's collects issues 0 through 47. You know, they have to toss that in there. They couldn't just say collects issues 0 through 47 plus the Invincible story from Image Comics Summer Special. They have to say collects issues 0 through 47 of the Eisner nominated series. But hey, I know. Hey, you know what? If you got a big If you got big chorizo, you show it off, I guess, right? You show that thing off. Hey, sometimes if you got a big chorro, you know what I'm saying? Oh damn. Anyway, yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go, Cue Ball. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah! Exclamation Myrtle bit. Did I hear someone say absolute comics? Pew pew. Two Gun Pedro, my man. What is up? How are you doing, man? How are you doing? Resilient has 2 covers. Pick up if I can get my hands on them. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, and it's again great book. Absolutely great book. Top Cow. I like Top Cow. I don't know that I've really read any Top Cow. I don't know that I've really read any myself. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. It's fine. What do you mean? 2 mile walk and some tunes, and I'm flying high. Endorphins, baby. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I went for a pretty good ride, man. I went for a pretty good ride. I got the video uploaded on my on the computer. I got the video uploaded on there, but then see what I did. See what I did here. Feet pics. What? Feet pics? Oh man, what are you talking about? Yeah. Oh no, it's just Myrtle bit. It's singular, singular, singular! Exclamation Myrtle bit. Singular. Woke Wookie says, "Oh, fellow Wookie, Ashley, thank you so much." Oh, got re-upped your membership. Thank you so much, Ashley from the Widow. Guys, if you haven't checked out Ashley's channel over at the Widow, great channel. She gets on there, does some good streams. Gets together with her friends and everything, and they get together and they flap their gums about a bunch of nerdy shit. Why wouldn't you want to do that? Why wouldn't you want to go check them out? If you haven't been over there, it's great. They have a lot of great people over there. The other day they were having such a great discussion, and I was in there, you know, like getting involved in the discussion in the chats and everything. I wasn't like that. I was actually in bed sleeping. I was like this. But okay, let's see what we got here. We got 40. The time was 40 minutes and 55 seconds, and the distance was 11.3 miles. Ugh, terrible. Average speed was 16.5. Terrible. Terrible. Total ascent was only 382 feet. Oh, God. It's a pretty tough 382 feet, though. Well, kind of. But, yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Almost caught up, guys. I'm almost caught up in the chat. Let's see. Wookie, yeah, aggressively relaxing is here in the chat. Says, Burriaga is a pretty Burriaga. See now, look, he's flexing his nerd lore. I almost feel like he's kind of being oppressive of me, like not being such a Star Wars nerd that I know what a Burriaga is. But hey, man, hey. Hey, yeah, oh man, Wookie's like gross. No, seriously though. But if you got it, you show it off, right? If you got it, you show it off. You know. You said, oh, that's where degenerates buy feet pics. Oh, okay. Is that all right? Yeah. All right, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, absolutely. I know my man Lord Veedo was actually telling me. I never actually went to check it out neither. But I was actually, my man Lord Veedo said that he has an OnlyFans that he has up there just like a joke. Just like where he'll post like, I'm not sure. He said he was like, maybe I need to go check it out because he's like, yeah, I'll just post pictures up there of me like mowing the lawn and shit, just like doing just stuff, you know. He's like, and chicks love that stuff. He's like, they're like, oh, it's like dad fetish stuff. I'm like, oh man, shut up, dude. And he was laughing. He's like, I'm serious, though. I'm like, Lord Veedo, my man, you cracking me up, dude. That's funny. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, you had it right there. You got it right there, Patricia. Myrtle bit! Exclamation Myrtle bit. No space, just one word. Myrtle bit. Yeah. Exclamation Myrtle bit. You got it. You got it. Buryaga, High Republic, great character actually, says the Grey Council. How are you doing? Darth Daddy, how are you doing? Hope all's well. I'm actually gonna have some links up for that as well. But guys, make sure you go check out the Great Council. In case you guys don't know, G.A. Lungargo, make sure that you go check out. He's going to be, he's got a pre-launch up for Isidore and the Immortal Chains, issue number 2, getting ready to launch here very soon. So make sure you go check it out. Make sure you go check it out. Great. What? Am I missing something? Am I missing? Did I miss him? Yeah. All right. Okay, no, never mind. Yeah, see, aggressively relaxing. Yeah. Absolutely knows. Like, see, like I said, you're flexing your nerd privilege on me. Yeah, your nerd privilege. Yeah, I think you're a little privileged there, buddy. Right? You're a little privileged. What? No, you know the title I had for this stream originally was there is no middle ground, and because it was something that I was thinking about when I was watching this Perch video today. I'm not sure if you guys follow Comics Perch, but I was sitting there watching or listening to one of his videos, and he was talking about just kind of, you know, like people in the comic industry, the readers and everything, just kind of just the whole shit show that the mainstream comic books is, along with Comics Gate, just all these different things, and the people and the fans, and the like it's weird. Like it really is weird. That's just how fan movements are, and just how fans are. You know, like we like our shit, and we don't want it. We don't want you to change it. We want it to be good. We want it to be good, and when it's you just don't mess it up. Can you just tell good anyway? But he was on there and he was talking about it. And he's like, he was talking about, you know, about middle ground, right? About middle ground. And I'm like, there is no middle ground though, right? There is no middle ground. Just like I was talking about earlier with the collecting comic books. There's no middle ground. There's no, like, I'm just a reader. I got all these books. Like, I keep them and everything. I'm not a collector. I bought these omnibuses and compendiums just so I can read them, just because I'm a reader. Because I don't want to go out and get the individual issues, right? They take up so much space. They take up so much space in the house. Look at these boxes I got to keep around. I'm not a collector. Right? But then he was talking about all of these different things, you know, all the divide of people out there, like some of the creators who want to use, like, you know, take these characters and change them and do all these kinds of things with them, and how, like, you know, there's no middle ground. I'm like, but there is no middle ground, right? There never is. There is no middle ground, and there never has been. Because the thing is, like, you have things that you like and things that you don't like. You don't really compromise on those. Like, you don't, if there's something you don't like it. Just, you know, that's it. Now, the compromise, like, there's no middle ground there, because you have a stance on something, and it doesn't matter what you're talking about. It doesn't matter if you're talking about politics or you're talking about this or that, you know, whatever it is out there, you have a stance on it. You have a stance, and there's no riding the fence on stuff. It's just, are you willing to just take whatever stance you have? And, like, I get what people mean by the middle ground, because, you know, a lot of times I would say, you know, you think, like, look, like, I'm there, right? Like, I'm there because there's a lot of issues I think about. Well, I think about this, but there is that, but, you know, just kind of wrestling with all these things. But there really is no middle ground. There isn't. Because that middle ground is where you actually take, and you're just being a rational human being, and you're taking things and looking at them for what they are, and making decisions based on things as at a case by case basis, not just saying, like, oh, anybody who does this one thing is just absolutely wrong, and, you know, they're terrible. Like somebody committing murder, you know what I mean? Now, there's various degrees of murder, right? Like, you know, and I'm not saying committing murder is good. It's not good, but there's various degrees of it. You go out there and commit cold-blooded murder, well, that's just wrong. But say you walk home, and, you know, home from work, and I'd hate to paint such a horrific scene, but your wife is there on the floor, and it's not like she's, like, you know, there's, you know, blood everywhere, and it's not good. She's dead. And the kids in the other room getting by some, you get it, right? And you do what you gotta do. Right? You see, there's it's a case by case, and it's just like dealing with a lot of things, right? There isn't really no way to blanket it all. It's like, because you have your stance, but are you willing to have your stance, put your stake in the ground, say, this is where I stand. You know, people, and that's the thing, is like, because there also is no middle ground too, because, you know, it's just like everything else. It's just like everything else, you know, or just like on Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, you know, it's like, well, there's a line, and on this side of this line, we ain't gay. I mean, it's kind of that same thing. You're on one side of the line, or you're not. You're on one side. There's no in between. You're not the line, right? You're not the line, right? But now, somebody brought up, oh, well, there's compromise, these kinds of things like that. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. But that's something else. That's compromising on a situation or whatever your particular situation is. That's what that has to do with. There's that compromise there. Like, that's compromise. You still have a stance no matter what. Right? You still have the stance. Like I said, you still have the stance. Maybe you still have the stance that murder is wrong no matter what. That doesn't mean you don't think that person might be justified in what they did when they walked in on somebody doing that to their family. Right? There is no middle ground to it. There's, you know. Now, but that's the thing, is like, when you got rational people, rational human beings, they can find some middle ground as far as solutions to these kinds of things, but you're still on one side or the other, right? You're still on one side or the other. And that's the funny thing, is that, and it's kind of like, you know, but it's nice to think that there is that middle ground, but that middle ground is something that two people who have their stake firmly planted on opposite sides of something come to an agreement on. That's just a compromise. That's not middle ground. There's nobody in that middle ground. You're on one side or the other. So take your pick. Take your side on whatever it is. It's not have to be one issue or the other issue. And that's when it comes down to politics. I'm not saying you have to pick. You don't have to be a righty or a lefty. There's other parties out. There's other ways to look at stuff. There's other, you know what I mean? Just like your religions and all that stuff. It's just such a fucking headache, right? It's such a headache. We're all humans. But that's the thing, is but there really is no middle. Like, there's middle ground, but like, as far as people being in the middle and stuff, there's not really any of that, right? There's not really any of that. Yeah. Oh, Parker, you only got 5 Myrtle bits. That's all good, man. It's all, you'll get more. The more you hang out in the chat and talk. Yeah. Yeah. And, oh, Woke Wookie, you did it right the second time. Exclamation. Maybe I should put the thing on there for a little while. Exclamation Myrtle bit. And you can only check it like every 20 minutes or so. I did put it, because, you know, so it's not all on there and taking up all the space. Because you know how you get in some of those chats and it does all that and you see all that stuff. It's like, dude, like, man, it can be annoying. But yeah, were you guys here this morning? And know what happens if you put exclamation nerd coin in there? It's pretty funny. Some of you guys were here. Not everyone knows me as Darth Daddy Trin. I know. I realized that too, and I was like, huh, what? I was like, oh, well, yeah, I got it. Yeah. Yeah, because I thought he was referring to Gray, and I was like, is Gray here? And they're like, Gray, and I'm like looking around, I'm like, did I miss something? Like, what? Oh, and then it like kind of dawned on me, like, yeah, I got it, yeah. Like, it brain farted me. It brain farted me. Yeah, you probably seen it too. I was probably sitting like, yeah, MYRTLE, yeah, MYRTLE bit, yeah. It don't collect too fast. But yeah. Let's see. There's no agree. Yeah, and certainly Chuck Keyword. There is no agree to disagree. It's just disagreeing. Agreeing to disagree is saying that, like, oh, I've got to agree on something. Like, can we just agree to disagree? Like, no. Like, no, 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 no. I'm okay with disagreeing. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Patricia says, I don't know if you noticed, but you transposed the R and the Y. Yeah, I got him. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. And you know what? I can't even remember. I'm not even sure if there's a proper way to spell Myrtle. I just know the spelling that I spelled it one day, and I just went with it. I just went with it, so I don't actually even know. Yeah. Aggressively relaxing says, you know what comics never do well? Heavy metal stuff. Go metal, go broke. Gnarly stuff propaganda. If one comic has that tone, I'll be mad at the whole company. Oh man, aggressively relaxing is funny. Guys, if you guys haven't been, you guys got to go check out Aggressively Relaxing's channel. You've definitely got to do that for one. You've definitely got to do that for one. But you got to go check out his crowdfunding campaign. He is now an independent comics creator, and he recently launched a crowdfunding campaign for a comic book called "Suck It Up, Old Man," and it's out right now. You can go check out the Kickstarter. You can go check out the Kickstarter and back it and support it. But he got funded. He got fully funded in his first day. His first day. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Yeah. There you go. There's a link to his channel there in the chat where you can go and check that out. I bribed the Myrtle coin meter. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Give me bits, you fucking robot. Oh man. Johnny, maybe you could put it in the description, then it'll always be there for those who haven't been. Yeah, you're right. Well, I was thinking maybe what I could do is I could probably put it in like one of these little captions or one of these little things like that. I could probably do something like that. Like, let's see. Let's see. You could do let's see. We'll do text. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll put it on here right now. What are we gonna call it? We'll call it bits. We're gonna call it bits. Exclamation. There we go. Exclamation Myrtle bit. All right, now we gotta pick a font. There we go. Now we gotta pick a color. Yeah, maybe we'll go with that. We'll go with that for now. I guess. Yeah. There we go. Now we'll drag it down here. There you go. Bam. Oh, I guess I could have. Could always do it this way too. There we go. There we go. Exclamation Myrtle bit. There we go. Yeah. Oh, wait. There we go. We got it. Hey, it only took about 5 minutes. It's only because I'm not sitting there doing this. I mean, yeah. Anyway, yeah. I set this Streamlabs command for my Discord link on my channel. This thing is not a lot of people know how this stuff works. You can have a bot announce it period. Yeah. I was gonna say I've seen some of that stuff too. Yeah, I'll figure it all out. We'll figure it out. Yeah, so people can see in the chat. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I'll do that. A recurring message. Yeah. Absolutely. I'm gonna have to do that. Yeah. Sorry. Oh, that's funny. Landon TLB, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for the shout out. The most successful crowdfunded comic in the world about vacuums. You know what? That actually probably is true. He probably has launched the most successful crowdfunded comic book, indie comic book, creator owned comic book on vacuums. That's great. It's great. So what else we got, guys? What do y'all got going on? What do y'all got going on this week? How's your week been? Let me know. Let me know down in the chats. Let me know how your week has been. Landon, how's your week? Let me know. You gotta get your Myrtle bit. You get more Myrtle bit for the more you interact in the chat, so you might as well interact in the chats, guys. Anyway, God, what else was I talking about? There was something else. I wanted to talk about, and I completely forgot. Completely forgot what it was. It was a good one. It was a good one too. I can't remember. There was something else that I had. I'm like, oh, that'd be funny, and yeah, I just let it go. But anyway, guys, man, we are going to be. I'm going to be in case you guys aren't subscribed to my man Adam over at Fanjecture, you gotta go subscribe to his channel because this coming Wednesday, he's going to be he does his debate 8 over there every single Wednesday. And it's really fun. In case you haven't been there, you get it, go in and interact and vote. But you gotta go this Wednesday. They're doing Samuel L. Jackson films, and he's gonna have Lavis Blackman on there to debate Samuel L. Jackson films. Make sure that you go and check them out. Give them some notes, and you know it's always fun. It's always fun to give Lavis Blackman a hard time. It's always fun. I'm always busting his balls, man. He never busts mine back though. Son of a bitch. Almost makes me feel bad because he don't bust my balls back. He makes Josh do it all. Everybody makes Josh do all the hard work. But anyway, make sure that you guys go check it out. But in a few weeks, that's right, in a few weeks, I think it's in 3 more weeks, the three weeks after this Wednesday. Like there's gonna be this Wednesday, then another Wednesday, and then I think it's that. I'm gonna be on his debate 8 as well, and we're going to be doing the rematch. We're going to be doing the rematch of Kevin Smith films. I was looking through his debate schedule the other day, and you know I've been harassing him for a while about Kevin Smith films. When am I gonna get my Kevin Smith rematch? When am I gonna get my Kevin Smith rematch so I can actually? Because the last time I was on, guys, I'm not sure if you guys know. I can't say that me and Adam go back way back, but we go way back. And when I first discovered his channel, I was like, dude, I love these. He started it when he was doing the debate 8s, and so he had me on his channel. I was kind of a guinea pig for a while. Well, one of the first shows that we did together was like the audio was all jacked up. I think it was probably something on my end because my old computer and everything, just like it was all kind of wonky, and so the audio was in and out, and people couldn't hear a lot of what I was saying as I was talking about and bringing up points about these movies in the debate 8 and why I feel each one should be ranked where it was when they were when we were going through the debate. And I would I'm saying like, dude, like explaining all of them, why, like exactly, like I was really breaking this shit down because like Kevin Smith films are some movies that I freaking love, man. Like I own all of his movies except for I don't have a physical copy. Ooh, you know what? I'm lying now. I don't have Red State or Tusk. I do have Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, but I've only got the digital. I don't have the physical. I don't have Yoga Hosers neither. But does that really count? Anyway, point being is it's kind of hard, like, to convince you, like, the crowd. Like, you may have a particular movie that you like more than one than another, but maybe, just maybe, when it comes to a Kevin Smith film, if it came down to like, when you get down to those last 2, maybe those last 4 in the brackets, they're all films going against each other that you know were absolutely great. No matter what you like, each and every one of these films, if you like Kevin Smith's work anyway, you like them. And so maybe it's hard to choose. Maybe you like one more than the other, but the point is for me to convince you to go the way that I want you to and why I feel the one is a superior film over the other one. And I'm telling you, like, these are some films I've watched over and over so many times I don't even know how. But what we're going to do on the Discord is we are actually going to start doing a rewatch starting tomorrow. We're going to start doing a rewatch tomorrow. We're going to watch Clerks. We'll start with Clerks and we'll go on through the catalog of movies. Now, I will tell you, however, the one thing where it's going to get a little bit rough to do the watch along is going to be the movie Dogma, because the movie Dogma has been caught up in a whole bunch of, I wouldn't even say controversy, but it's caught up in a whole bunch of legal rights kind of issues, because it was owned by the Weinsteins, and you know, like, they're canceled, nobody wants to deal with the Weinsteins, and like, I think there was something that had mentioned, but like, he kind of hasn't really pursued it, because either way, like, get it, like, even if he went out to like purchase rights to it to get it back or anything like that, like, he still has to give them money. You know what I mean? And that's kind of something he don't want to do, right? It's and that's what I took. That's what I took out of it, was like, he's kind of like, fuck those guys. I'm not like, no. And that's why I was sitting there thinking, like, you know, he needs to get Suge Knight up in this motherfucker and go up there and motherfucking Suge Knight the fucking Weinsteins. Or he could have Suge White go and do it. Get Kevin Feige, the man who probably wouldn't have a career if it wasn't for somebody like Kevin Smith, who built the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He had the template for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He is the great creator. He is the great creator. Stan was the one above all. He was the one who created all these great stories, right? Well, one of the creators, certainly. He was there. He was the man, right? He was the man who inspired Kevin Smith. He was the man who inspired Kevin Smith to do the thing that so many people try to copy these days, and they absolutely cannot. He can't even replicate his own work at this point. He knows how to do it. But point being is, you should get Kevin Feige to go over there and Suge White them motherfuckers and get the rights to Dogma back, so I can have that shit like on streaming or something and make it easier. But I've got it on DVD. So yeah, DVD, not Blu-ray, DVD. So it's going to be a rough watch along, but we'll get it. We'll get it. All right. We're gonna start off with Clerks. We're gonna go on through the catalog. We'll go through Mallrats. We'll go through Chasing Amy. We'll go through Dogma, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. We're gonna go through Jay and Silent Bob Reboot if it makes the cut. We will go through a lot of these movies and do some watch-alongs together, and we'll probably actually even have some discussions about these movies afterwards too. The things that I like about them, the things that you like about them. Maybe we'll have some community discussions about those. I think that'll be really fun. The couple weeks leading up to that debate 8, there. Definitely something I think we should do. All right. Yeah. Subscribe to the channel. Hell yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Sorry I haven't been here all week. I was busy, but I'll be back next week. All good, Landon TLB. Might watch the Bad Batch. I haven't even watched any of the Bad Batch, man. Well, I watched about 20 or 30 minutes or so. What's the incentive? What incentive? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Parker? Thank you for being here, Parker, by the way. What incentive? What are you talking about? Incentive? What are you talking? Explain yourself, man! Explain yourself! What are you talking about, Parker? What are you talking about, Parker? Myrtle bit. Oh, the Myrtle bit. Oh, is it broken? Is it broken again? Yeah, it might be. But you can only do it every 20 minutes too. Let's see. Let's see if it's broken. See if I can do I get Myrtle bit? Incentive to your Myrtle bit. Oh, well. To the Myrtle bit, there's not really any incentive behind that. But what there is incentive behind is basically you acquire Myrtle bit by being here and hanging out in the live streams and hanging out and being active in the chats, right? And being a channel member, being a subscriber. You acquire Myrtle bit in these ways. Now, you get some Myrtle bit in these ways. But what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be doing some giveaways on the channel, and a lot of it is going to be the entries are going to be based on your watch time, how much you've been here on the channel interacting and watching. So we're gonna pick a certain number of people who are here on the live streams and interacting and have acquired certain number of hours or whatnot to be entered into some of the giveaways. So being here in the live streams is going to get you entered into those. Now, I was thinking of different things with the Myrtle bit, but I don't really know. The Myrtle bit is something like, the Myrtle bit isn't anything like, I don't have it set up where if you do super chats or anything, you're going to acquire Myrtle bit. I don't have that set up yet, because if I'm going to do that, I wanted to do it in a way where I don't feel like I'm trying to take advantage of anybody in that kind of way, for some kind of thing that they may not ever get, you know? So I haven't done anything with super chats yet, but it's definitely going to count every month. And every month when we do some of these different giveaways and stuff, the amount of actual, because you acquire Myrtle bit through your watch time here and interactions. So the more, basically your Myrtle bit reflects that. I guess that's what it comes down to. So it's the more you're actually here in the live streams interacting. But we're going to find a way to incorporate the Myrtle bit into that as well. I want to find a way to, so there's a little bit more, because you could certainly just be here hanging out and only collect Myrtle bit for just being here on the live stream, but you also get Myrtle bit by interacting in the chat. So there's a few different ways to get it. So yeah. But as of right now, there's no actual currency like it's gonna There's nothing there. But so yeah. So there's that. There's like the no one's, but it is definitely going to be the more that you are here hanging out in the live streams is going to be getting you entered into the giveaways that we're going to be doing. One of the giveaways that we are going to be doing is this right here, for a copy of Baby Teeth issue number 17. This is a Brave New World exclusive, shop exclusive. Bad Bats, I forgot about that, bro. Dolphin, how are you doing? What is up? Flicks and Comics, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. It says Kevin Smith is the best. I know, absolutely. Love Kevin Smith movies, 100%. Like I said, he knows, at least knew, how to do everything that a lot of these studios in Hollywood is trying to do nowadays. And, with everything they're trying to do, he had it in his movies. Like, he invented it all. I'm telling you, like, he started, like, the list of boxes that everybody tries to check, all these studios try to check nowadays, he checked them without even trying to check them. This whole shared cinematic universe thing, he started that with View Askew. The Avengers? We got Dante and Randall. We got Bluntman and Chronic. We got dynamic duos. We got Cockknockers. Dang. Ah, man. I'm kind of starting to think about, like, man, is the MCU really all that great? Is the MCU, like, I don't know. I think the View Askew might be better. The View Askew CU. Yeah. No, I haven't got a copy yet aggressively. I haven't got a copy yet, but I'm going to. Yeah. Give me PDF for free on my channel. All right. Yeah. No, I haven't got my copy yet, but I'm going to. Yeah. Can Ahmad post Callisto's link, please? I don't know. Do you have a link? I think she only has a Discord. Discord where I do. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say I think she only does the Discord watch parties. But yeah, absolutely go there and hang out with Patricia. Absolutely. Okay. Now, where are we at here? I told this chat a couple of times So listen to the first 80 episodes of Fat Man on Batman. Your life will be better if you do. You will thank me and share it with your children. Yeah. A lot of it, yeah, and that's the thing is like I know, and here's the thing is like a lot of people these days like, oh, Kevin Smith is this corporate shill and all this stuff, and like, you know what, like, look, he's taking a little bit far these days, but look, here's the thing is he's put in his time, he's put in his dues, like who's gonna tell Kevin Smith something, you know? All these people that want to call him this or that, oh, he's a crybaby, he's a shill, he cries when he watches all his movies, oh, he just loves everything, and yeah, so what the fuck have you done? Sit on YouTube and say that Kevin Smith is a fucking sellout shill? Oh, hey guys, send me a few bucks. Send me a few bucks because I'm fired up because Kevin Smith. No, man. Kevin Smith's put in his time. He can say and feel however the fuck he wants about any fucking movie. He can cry about every damn movie. He can love every damn movie. And you know what? It's okay. You don't have to agree with him. But I'm calling him a shill. Hey. He's done his time. What's he got to prove? You know what I mean? It's kind of like Kevin Smith. Maybe he needs to do an album with Dre. I don't need your respect. I don't need to make an album. I don't need to make another album, bitch. I don't need to do shit. You know? Like, yeah. You know? Yeah. He did start. He started this thing. Oh man. Okay. I'm falling behind on the chat again. There's a Kevin Conroy interview where he talks about being at 9/11 cleanup. Oh yeah. Heard about that. Yeah, he does the speech in the. Yeah, I heard about that. I think I may have watched that one. Yeah. Oh, look, I got 20 Myrtle bits. Sweet. Got that currency. Yeah, bro, Dolphin. So Watch Time has a part of it. That's cool because I never really can chat too often since I'm always at work. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Bit for how much I open my big mouth in the chat. Right. So much money. Yeah. I have the most Myrtle bit. Yeah. God, who was at the top this morning? Yeah, it was pretty close. It was pretty close. I was like, ooh, they're already inching ahead of you, Mike Porter. Mike Porter had everybody blown out of the water when I was looking at the numbers, man. Yeah. More keeps the stream going. Yeah, I've had people earn enough bits to buy $10 Xbox and a PS4 cards. It's a cool function. Enough bits to buy. Oh, okay. Yeah. Nice. Again, I don't know how all that works. I'll have to maybe I'll have to reach out to you if I can't figure some of that stuff out. But yeah. Absolutely. I'm rich. Yeah. Also, people can interrupt the stream with a GIF and audio clip with their bits. Yeah, I know they can do some of that, and like some of that is kind of like, yeah, that's kind of cool, but like I don't want like people like it seems kind of like just like interrupting the stream and everything. Like even the thing where I have like where say like where like it shows like this right here, where it shows that right there, like it's got a little thing like even I feel like that's like kind of distracting if you ask me. But I probably need to do that. There we go. All right, there we go. But yeah, I mean, so, but yeah, I know they got definitely have some different things out there to do. So many different things, so much stuff. Yeah. Brad Dolphin got 5 Myrtle bits. Yeah. Another thing, Trent, I gave members to my channel the automatic 2,000 bits for being a member. Yeah, and the only thing with the bits is because a lot of the stuff with some of the giveaways and basically interacting in the live stream and stuff, getting entered into some of those giveaways is I'm resetting it every month. I'm just gonna reset it every month. So that's a big reason why I haven't put the Myrtle bit to where you can when you get Myrtle bit when you send in super chats. I didn't do that because I don't want people sending in super chats, collecting up Myrtle bit when I'm like, hey, next month it's all going away, biatch. Thanks for the money. Woohoo! Yeah, yeah, but yeah. So and again, some of that's we'll tweak it as we go. We'll tweak it as we go. Absolutely, but yeah, a lot of that stuff sounds cool. A lot of that stuff sounds cool. But like, yeah, yeah, check it out. Yeah. Smith proved you can work as a cog in the wheel at CW. That what Marvel movie would you give him? Yeah, no, you're not lying though. You're not lying though. And that's the thing. Like I said, it's that whole SLC punk thing, right? You're gonna change it from the inside. And because that's what he was. He started off as that indie guy who started off funding his own projects and shit like that. And he worked his way up. And look, none of his movies are like big fucking hits, like his movie. Like I don't think there's any of his movies that have even fucking come close to like the shittiest movie from probably even DC. You know what I mean? Probably even DC. But the thing is, like, he knows how to write a story. He knows how to direct movies. He knows how to get good uh he just knows how to get good performances out of people, and he knows how to put it all together. He knows how to I'm just telling you, he's really great at his craft, absolutely. And along the way, like, and here's the thing is, like, just in that and everything that he's done, he also don't get enough credit for a lot of the shit he's done at the same time. So it's kind of like he's kind of like, look, y'all motherfuckers never liked me in the first place. Y'all want to act like, you want to give me some credit now and everything. Hey, fuck it, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take the accolade. I'll take whatever fucking fake accolades you're gonna hand me. You want me to host this or that? Whatever. You know what? It's fucking pay me. Like, I already made all the money that I need to make with my shit. You want to pay me to have some fun and interview people and do some stuff and talk about it? I'll do it. I'll do it. You know. He's like Jonathan Davis and Korn. I've done my time, right? I've done my time. But the thing is, like, he's obviously still working and doing stuff. But thinking of that last Jay and Silent Bob reboot, has he lost his touch? I don't know. Depends on who you ask. Because I think the movie, while it was good, it wasn't great. It wasn't no Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. It wasn't no Clerks. It wasn't no Clerks 2. It wasn't no Mallrats. It wasn't no Chasing Amy. Of course it wasn't. It was Jay and Silent Bob a reboot. I think it was just something different. And I think that's one of the things, like, you kind of still want those crazy, zany kind of comedies out of that whole Jay and Silent Bob thing, but I don't even think that it's not that he has it in him anymore. I think that it's like, does that really hit now? You know what I mean? Watching these older dudes going around doing the Jay and Silent Bob thing. It probably does for the most part with Silent Bob, but for Jay, and that was kind of what was the point of that last movie as well, is some of that. And, I don't know. I think that's something that's kind of lost when people think about that movie as well. People kind of think about, like, well, it's supposed to be a comedy. Well, it's supposed to be a comedy, but if you think about it, like, how are you gonna have, like, how funny is it to watch a couple of old losers who one's like ends up being like a deadbeat dad, like, unknowingly, and make a bunch of weed and dick and fart jokes. You gotta move on, man. You gotta move on. Did you ever want something bigger for your life? Hey, right? Exactly. Um, but yeah, absolutely though, aggressively, like, because he also proved, like, yeah, he's just like, dude, like, I can play nice. I can play nice. And is there anything wrong with playing nice? I don't think there is. um, but off of me sitting on YouTube, like, Kevin Smith needs to be in a Marvel movie. Yeah, you know what? That would, like, honestly, he probably should be. He should probably, like, maybe they should make him like the next fucking Stan Lee in the cameos in the movies. It doesn't even he could be Blunt Man and Chronic even. Something. They should though. You know what? We should petition for that. I want to see more Robert Kirkman. Yeah. What else has he done besides The Walking Dead and Invincible? Well, right now he's doing a current series called Firepower. I read like the first 5 issues I got. It was okay, like, but it's very, I don't know. To me, it seems very tropey, very basic. But it was. But the thing is, it was a fun read though. It was a fun read though. They read it. They like a lot of it read fun and quick. And but that's kind of the bad thing. Is like like you pick up the comic book, you're like, oh, this is so good. Like you flip through it, and like a couple minutes later, like you're done with it. It's like, dang, like that was fun, but like I feel like there should have been more. Like it should have been double the size at least if they're going to do that to me. But what else? What else has he done? I'm not really for sure. I'm not really for sure. I'm not really familiar with all of his with all of his the work that he's done. LMI Music says, "No, I like it though. I thought it was much better than I expected. I'm a fan of Harley Quinn, so yeah. All right, all right. But hey, what do you mean LMI Music? Harley Quinn. That was much better than I expected. Which Batman? What are you talking about? What are you talking? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. See, all right. It's working. It's working. Got them bitses. It got them bitses. And they don't acquire super fast. Like I said, it's still in the initial phases. And like I said, it's more based on something that's easy to keep track of, so I can look at stuff. But as we move forward, maybe some of that'll change. And I haven't started any of the gambling stuff or any of that stuff yet either. I haven't set any of that stuff up either. With all the Myrtle bits. But as I said, when I do it, it's not going to matter for now because the actual bits themselves, so far, aren't going to have a role in anything. Just the way that you acquire them does. Council has more Myrtle bit than Myrtle. I know, that's messed up. The reboot, it had Harley Quinn. Oh, okay, yeah, his daughter. Okay, yeah, I thought that's what you meant. That's why I thought that's what you meant. That's what I was like. Does he mean like his daughter Harley? Okay, yeah. All right, yeah, you like his daughter? You like his daughter? You're a fan of his daughter? Yeah. So I mean, I guess LMI Music. Does that mean that you like Yoga Hosers? Then did you like? Because I haven't watched it all. I watched some of it, but I fell asleep watching it. It was late at night, and so I haven't finished watching it though. I haven't finished watching it. But yeah. When she was the baby and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I mean, that was like the best. It's like her and yeah, that's just good stuff. Absolutely good stuff. But anyway, guys, I don't think I really got much else for tonight. I mean, other than that thing messed up. But guys, yeah, definitely, if you are one of the Roman Maniacs, one of the channel members, we're gonna get together. We're gonna do a live stream tomorrow morning. Lunga, Patricia, all the Myrtle Maniacs, all the immortal Myrtle Maniacs. Make sure you come in tomorrow morning. I'll probably try to do it. I want to see if I can do it at 8 a.m. If not, it's going to be a little bit later, maybe around 11. It's going to be around one of those times. I'll put up a link and everything on the community wall for you guys to come in, and we'll talk a little bit about some of the Myrtle bit and just some of the different things that we want to get set up and just some of the other fun that we're going to have. And then tomorrow, probably tomorrow evening, we will on the Discord. There's a link in the Discord. I haven't set up a command for that yet, but there's a link down in the description where you can go and become a member of the Discord. And on the Discord, we're going to start doing a watch along. We'll watch Clerks tomorrow afternoon. I'm having I'm having Supergirl play Gender Bending Chronic. Was genius. James Bob 2 is the best lampooning of reboots and remakes and all. Yeah, absolutely, aggressively. I'll take that. I'll give you that because like I remember being in the theater watching it, and like there's so many of the jokes. Like a lot of them went like really quick, and a lot of people weren't laughing and getting them, but I was. And I need to just rewatch it again. Maybe when we rewatch it, we'll go through some of that because like some of the jokes like do you not get like the joke there like and I think that's kind of what it is like I'm like boomer status, but a lot of the shit even I got I was like oh that's good, like I like that, like it was just hilarious stuff. Yeah, it was kind of like the whole joke within a joke, but it was like yeah. And the thing is like I don't know I didn't feel like it was too, how would you I don't know but yeah. Absolutely. I'm 20% dope. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. But thank you all so much for being here today, guys. I hope you all have a very good night. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go and have my dinner. I'm gonna have got this nice big old salad. I'm gonna go sit down there and eat, and I'm going to dig in to this Moon Knight omnibus just a little bit more, because I'm telling you, like when it gets started, dude, it's just so good. And you know what? If you got, oh, you know what? Sorry, because I was gonna flip through this Moon Knight omnibus and show you guys some of the art and stuff. I was gonna do that. We're gonna go a little bit longer here. More minutes for more Myrtle bits, but one of the things like about the Invincible show, like I like the animation I thought was cool, but I mean I think it left a little bit to be desired for me, just a little bit. I'm not saying it was terrible or anything. I wouldn't gripe about it. But one of the things that I definitely like, and why I really wanted to get into this series and actually kind of pick these up, is like the art here in this series is done by Ryan Otley, and I freaking love Ryan Otley's art. If you've never checked it out, to me, like I wish like the cartoon kind of does a decent job of making of these books, of doing the art and bringing them to life on the screen. Just from what I've flipped through. But the thing is, like you see, like I see this art that's in this book. I see Ryan Otley's art, and I like it. I like it just a little bit more than like what's in the TV show, like just like stuff like that, right? I just like the art just a little bit more in these books. I like the art that's in these books more than I do the series. And the thing is, it's funny because Ryan Otley was actually doing the art for the Amazing Spider-Man when it first started off. He was doing like all the issues. Nick Spencer's run when they kind of just relaunched it off this new volume that they're currently working on. And like at first, I didn't really like it. Like I loved when he drew like Spider-Man, like his Spider-Man him drawing Spider-Man in action and everything was always really great. It took me a while to get used to the faces, like when he draws human faces and everything. Just because kind of the way he draws them, his little style and everything, kind of the expressions that he'll give them, and like it took me a while to get used to, because he uses like a lot of sharp edges and everything when he does them, and well, except for maybe like right there, but I like his art style, and that's why I really wanted to get into these and do some more reading through these, because the art style I think is better. Like I like it more than what they're doing on the show, so I think it would be a little bit better. He says you were talking during my dreams. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. All right, but yes, but yeah, that's all we got for tonight, guys. Like I said, Myrtle Maniacs. Make sure that you're here. Like I said, tomorrow morning I'll have the link up if I'm gonna go up at 8, or gonna go a little bit later than that. And then tomorrow evening we will do a Clerks watch along. We'll get in on the Discord, so make sure you go join the Discord. Links down in the description, and we'll be over there, and we will talk about we'll watch Clerks, and then we'll talk about it in the chat. Maybe we'll get together afterward and do a community chat thing there and talk about it, share some of our feelings and stuff about it as well. But thank you all so much for being here, and you all have a good day. Have a great rest of your night. Have a great weekend, and we hope to see you in the next video or live stream. Later.